will work if you dare assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled as you go to sleep. Control your moods as you go to sleep. I cannot find any better way to describe this technique than to call it a controlled waking dream. If I sit quietly here and assume that I am elsewhere, I have gone and prepared a place. But if I open my eyes, the bilocation which I created vanishes, and I am back here in the physical form that I left behind me as I went to prepare a place. But I prepared the place nevertheless, and will in time dwell there physically. You do not have to concern yourself with the ways and the means that will be employed to move you across space into that place where you have gone and mentally prepared it. Simply sit quietly, no matter where you are, and mentally actualize it. But I give you warning, do not treat it lightly, for I am conscious of what it will do to people who treat it lightly. I treated lightly once because I just wanted to get away based only upon the temperature of the day. It was in the deep of winter in New York, and I so desired to be in the warm climate of the Indies that I slept that night as though I slept under palm trees. Next morning when I awoke, it was still very much winter. I had no intentions of going to the Indies that year. But distressing news came which compelled me to make the journey. It was in the midst of war, when ships were being sunk right and left. But I sailed out of New York on a ship 48 hours after I received this news. It was the only way I could get to Barbados, and I arrived just in time to see my mother and say a three-dimensional goodbye to her. In spite of the fact that I had no intentions of going, the deeper self watched where the great cloud ascended. I placed it in Barbados, and this tabernacle, my body, had to go and make the journey to fulfill the command. Wherever the sole of your foot shall tread, that have I given unto you. Wherever the cloud descends in the desert, there you reassemble that tabernacle. I sailed from New York at midnight on a ship without taking thought of submarines or anything else. I had to go. Things happened in a way that I could not have devised. I warn you, do not treat it lightly. Do not say, I will experiment and put myself in Labrador just to see if it will work. You will go to your Labrador, and then you will wonder why you ever came to this class. It will work if you dare assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled as you go to sleep. Control your moods as you go to sleep. I cannot find any better way to describe this technique than to call it a controlled waking dream. In a dream, you lose control. Try preceding your sleep with a complete controlled waking dream, entering into it as you do in a dream. For in a dream, you are always very dominant. You always play the part. You are always an actor in a dream and never the audience. When you have a controlled waking dream, you are an actor and you enter into the act of the controlled dream. But do not do it lightly, for you must then reenact it physically in a three-dimensional world. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. As you continue on your path, I extend my sincerest wishes for your growth and fulfillment. I trust that you will subscribe and like the video. Goodbye for now.